Gryphon Digital Mining shareholders just held a vote to merge with American Bitcoin. What's the big deal? Well, American Bitcoin is a mining venture co-founded by Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr., and Hut 8. Since the merger was first announced, Gryphon's stock price has skyrocketed over 200%. It's clear the market is hyped, but is now the right time to buy Gryphon shares and get in on the action? Let's break down what's happening, what this deal actually includes, and all the key risks and rewards investors should know about. American Bitcoin was created just this year. Here's how. Hut 8, a major mining company, transferred all its ASIC miners to a new entity called American Data Centers, and that was quickly renamed to American Bitcoin Corporation. Hut 8 owns about 80% of American Bitcoin. The Trump family is deeply involved also. Eric Trump is the Chief Strategy Officer, and both he and Don Jr. bring media reach, fundraising power, and a ton of political and institutional connections. Since April, they've raised over $220 million, acquired nearly 1,700 Bitcoin, and purchased over 16,000 next-gen ASIC miners. They even have the Winklevoss twins backing them, who joined via a private placement. By the latest numbers, ABTC has a deployed hash rate of 9.3 exahash per second, expected to grow to over 23 exahash once all new miners are online, a serious scale in the industry. Now onto the deal. Gryphon and American Bitcoin are merging in a two-step stock-for-stock transaction. This lets American Bitcoin go public quickly without the delays of a traditional IPO. At closing, Gryphon shareholders will get around 2% of the new company. The other 98% goes to American Bitcoin insiders, the Trump family, Hut 8, and early backers. The new company will have a dual-class share structure, so American Bitcoin insiders keep voting control. After the merger, the combined company will be called American Bitcoin Corp, with the new ticker ABTC, and will keep trading on NASDAQ. Here's the big question. Is 2% a fair deal for Gryphon shareholders? Well, independent analysts said the exchange ratio was fair based on Gryphon's recent stock price and assets, but that didn't include future projections. With Gryphon's market cap at around $100 million, that 2% slice implies the new ABTC would need to be valued at about $5 billion for today's Gryphon price to make sense. That's a high bar, even for a company this hyped. In reality, most public miners in this operational range would be valued in the low to mid single-digit billions, or much less if market conditions weaken. So, should you buy more Gryphon before the merger closes? Some investors see this as a way to get in early on the Trump Bitcoin bet, but there are risks. The merger isn't a done deal yet. It still needs regulatory approval and could drag out as late as May 2026. Secondly, Gryphon is not in a strong financial position. If the merger falls through, Gryphon could face delisting or even bankruptcy. If the deal goes ahead and American Bitcoin delivers on its growth plans, well, Gryphon shareholders could see real upside. But if the market is already pricing in a best case outcome, the risk of disappointment is real, especially if Bitcoin's price stagnates or the narrative cools off. To sum up, this isn't just another Bitcoin mining merger. With the Trump family, Hut 8 resources, and major backers, American Bitcoin is aiming to be the next big thing in mining, combining political capital, a bold treasury strategy, and media hype. For Hut 8, this carve-out means it can focus on energy infrastructure while keeping long-term exposure to Bitcoin. For American Bitcoin, it's a shortcut to NASDAQ and fresh capital. For Gryphon, it might just be a lifeline. So, should you buy more Gryphon shares? Remember, the value of that 2% equity is fixed, and its future depends on American Bitcoin's execution, market conditions, and how long the hype lasts. The upside is real, but so are the risks. Either way, this is one of the most interesting deals in Bitcoin mining right now. For more Bitcoin mining stock data and insights, head to bitcoinminingstock.io and subscribe to our free newsletter for exclusive reports and analysis.